Hi. Let me turn this music bit down. I'm still getting a hang of all this stuff I didn't manage to master the last time I was attempting to stream. But there you go. I've created something. Well, I didn't create it. I am attempting to learn something, I guess. Maybe I'm trying to say. I will show you. I've combined two techniques, and I don't even know what I don't know the name of one of them. I'll show you my for the title on my video. I called it String People because I don't know what these are. And on here I called them Yarn Tie Dolls on my thumbnail. And on my Ravelry page I have called them Pom Dolls because they're kind of sort of pom, but not really. The technique I used to make them, I wrapped yarn around and around and around on over a cutting board, and then I tied the top at the top of the head, and then I tied at the neck and then at the arms and separated bunches and tied so that it became limbs. I don't know what this technique is called, but I've completed 4, and I don't know what I did with the previous attempts, whether they were claimed, I don't know. But these are what I'm going to show you today. I've got 4. I don't have very many skin tone available. Skin tones. This one's my most recent attempt, I believe. I might be wrong. I'm still exploring needle felting. That's how I'm doing the faces. I did a bunch of these just to use up the yarn sizes that I didn't have the right tools for. At the time I had a whole bunch of bulky yarn and jumbo bulky and really thin yarn, and most of what I had tools-wise was for worsted weight. So I was knitting and learning to knit on my worsted weight options, and I didn't know what to do with the other stuff, so this is what I attempted. There's the one I'm working on now. I don't know how many hours I've done on those. I think the last time I sat with it, I did about 5 hours of needle felting on it. And I sat with it for 2 needle felting sessions before that, just to get the face shape, I guess, and then sculpt some of the shapes. And the last time I added more thickness and I was concentrating on learning I learned a new word. I was concentrating on shaping the nasolabial crease, trying to get that in line with the nose. And I don't think that's the most recent. I'll show you. I have them beside me. I'll hold them up for you. So let me get that off screen and get me up on screen. There. Okay. So I think this is my first attempt at making face shape. And I just went for it. I grabbed the yarn. So this is actually not specifically, there's actually a fiber. I think I might not be talking knowledge here. I don't have words right now, but the yarn I used to felt the face is the yarn in here. It's the same. I just pulled it apart and fluffed it and then put it on the face and needle felted with a single needle. I didn't have the handle or any of the mechanisms to make needle felting safer, I guess. I don't know. I didn't have the foam cushion or the I don't even know the words, the surface, so that I can lean my project onto it and stab. Not that I was using that the other day. And I think this, hang on, I think this one was my second try at needle felting. It's the same fiber, so it's the same what his entire self is made of. And this time I made the, I was concentrating on getting the proportions of the face on the level that they need to be to look like face-ish. Okay, to compare. This one, the eyes are really high. They're really too close to the forehead. And this one, the eyes are lower. They're halfway down from the forehead to the chin. Well, nearly. I got closer that time. So in comparison, this one looks more like a face. And it turned out kind of, I guess, masculine. Maybe that's the jawline and the nose width that does that. Or I don't know. I don't know enough about making sculpting faces to know what I did right and what I did wrong yet. I am still learning. I'll show you the next one. So by the time I got this one out and I set aside the others, I found, I need to shape her nose a bit more. I tried to follow a video on YouTube on how to shape. I was concentrating on getting the cheeks and the nose kind of proportionate. And I think I kind of had it, and then I decided to bulk the nose up a bit, and I followed the video on how to twirl the little section of fiber around the tip of I think it was a toothpick, I can't remember anymore, to get the shape for the nostrils, to get it rounded, and then attach it. But it was kind of loose, I guess. So that was a learning experience. And I just remember I was trying to get the shape and the proportions across the middle of the face. So I did manage to get the eyes kind of reasonably, oh God, I can't speak. Why am I attempting to be on YouTube? Reasonably. There, I did it. Kind of in position on the face. I forgot what I was talking about. So I paid more attention to the eyes, the shaping and the outlining of them. So that's what I tried, and I think I am improving. I can't remember if I showed you this one. I don't know. Anyway, I ordered more. I tried to find more shades, skin tone shades. I'll show you the one I am working on now. I haven't unwrapped and I've yet to braid and segment the arms and do the rest of the shaping. But on this one, I was concentrating on getting the line where the cheek and the lip and the nose, that crease, the nasolabial crease. I don't know if you can see it. Let me blind myself. Hang on. I don't know if this will work here. Works kind of a bit. I don't know. Anyway, I was trying to get that area lined up. So I find it very expressive, that bit. So once I get that, once I get all the bits mastered, I was concentrating on the nose just before I set it aside the last time I was working on it. And I think I did pretty good. So what I started out with is just the yarn, and then I start putting the fiber on and start using the felting needle to get the face on. I've got a bunch of bases that I'm going to be practicing on. The face is very short. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do on those. I may have to find a creative way to adjust. But that one looks like it's kind of got a decent height to the head from chin to top. So I might be able to get a decent looking face on that once I've got some practice under my belt. So that's what I meant to show on this, and I don't know what they're called. Googling, the only terminology I found was corn husk doll, and I'm not working with corn husk. I'm working with yarn, so I'm not sure what to call these. But they're just the big pom-pom that's been sectioned into legs and arms and bound for the head, and then I do the felting on it. So I need a word. If you can give me a name for these, that's hand knit. I've done the front hand knit. The first one I did was this one here. I knit that because I was unhappy with how the legs looked. So I wanted to hide them when I made her dress. So I decided I'm making aprons or dresses for them. Hand knit. So I've got knitting and I've got, I don't know what this is. I guess it's a pom-pom making technique of some sort, I guess. And felting. And I need a name for this project. Oh, I've got a comment. Hey Tina, I'm on again. I'm trying to practice getting fluent on my words, or I'm bumbling my words tonight. Oh, I'm just about to wrap up again. I'm trying to practice getting my lighting right. I'm blind right now. Give me a second to turn that. So I used to have it all positioned right, and I want to be able to access everything so I can present what I'm presenting and get my thumbnail up, and I'm just fiddling around with my software tonight. So I think I have maybe one more. No, maybe I'm done for the night. I'm just going to be signing off, and I will set up again tomorrow. It's kind of a big deal to set up. I haven't got an area that is designated. I have to shift furniture and balance things. Like my laptop is kind of, it's got a little thingy holding it at the back, so if I move too fast or snag on the microphone cord, everything will crash down. So I have to be very, setting up is a big deal. So I'm going to try again tomorrow. I just thought I'd try tonight to practice getting my thumbnail happening and getting myself used to being in front of the camera again, and hopefully convince myself I'll eventually get good enough at it to do. So that's me signing off. And once again, I didn't make I don't know the word for it. Closing? It's not a thumbnail. Outro, maybe? Maybe it is outro. So that's me. Bye.